The Outlaws of Red Creek. Setting. The story is set in the rugged frontier town of Red Creek, nestled in the American West, somewhere along the Oregon Trail in 1852. Red Creek is a dusty, rough town where life is cheap and justice is often dealt at the end of a barrel. The Oregon Trail bustles with travelers, fur traders, gold prospectors, and settlers. The town's law enforcement is undermanned and overpowered by a ruthless outlaw gang, that's the Red Creek Raiders, who have been terrorizing the town and its surroundings for months. Characters. 1. Marshall Thomas Hawk, a tough but principled lawman in his late 30s with a weathered face and a determined spirit. He was once a Union soldier and is known for his sharp aim and quick wit. He's recently been appointed as the Marshal of Red Creek and has no tolerance for lawlessness. 2. Clementine Clem Burke, a fearless bounty hunter in her mid-20s. Clem is a skilled sharpshooter who's come to Red Creek seeking revenge for her father's death at the hands of the Raiders. She's independent and knows her way around a fight. Number 3. Jed Blackjack Turner, the cunning and ruthless leader of the Red Creek Raiders. A man with a black beard and a deadly smile, he commands fear and loyalty from his men. His ultimate goal is to plunder Red Creek and take control of the Oregon Trail route. 4. Caleb Doc Mercer, a former Civil War medic turned outlaw who works with the Raiders. He's conflicted about his life choices but sticks with the Raiders for survival. Doc is skilled with both a scalpel and a revolver, making him a formidable opponent. 5. Billy the Kid Sanchez, a young Mexican boy, no older than 14, who has been living in Red Creek after his family was killed. He serves as a helper in the general store and looks up to Marshall Hawk. Story outline. Act 1. The calm before the storm. Marshal Thomas Hawk arrives in Red Creek, immediately sensing the tension in the air. He meets Clem Burke at the saloon, who warns him about the Red Creek Raiders. Clem is blunt about her intention to kill Jed Turner. Hawk, however, is more focused on bringing Turner to justice by the book. Word spreads that the Raiders are planning a heist at Red Creek's bank. Hawk decides to take them head-on, gathering a small group of deputies, including Clem. A tense night passes. Billy the Kid Sanchez, eager to help, sneaks into Hawk's office to offer information. He tells Hawk that he's heard the Raiders planning something big. Hawk reluctantly agrees to let Billy help by acting as a lookout. Act 2. The heist. The next day, under a scorching sun, the Raiders, led by Jed Turner, ride into Red Creek. The townspeople scatter, and the tension builds. The Raiders are heavily armed and confident. Marshal Hawk and Clem, hidden in strategic positions, wait with a few other deputies. As the Raiders approach the bank, Hawk signals for them to stop, but Jed Turner laughs it off. A standoff ensues in the town's dusty main street. A sudden gunshot rings out, igniting a fierce firefight. The air fills with the crack of rifles and the roar of pistols. Hawk and Clem fight valiantly, taking down several of the Raiders. Billy provides crucial intelligence from his rooftop perch, shouting out enemy positions. In the chaos, Jed Turner takes the bank manager hostage, threatening to kill him if the lawmen don't back off. Clem suggests they shoot, but Hawk, ever the tactician, formulates a risky plan. He whispers to Billy to cause a distraction by setting a nearby wagon on fire. Act 3. The chase and final showdown. As smoke billows and the townspeople panic, Turner is momentarily distracted, allowing Hawk to take a precise shot that wounds him in the leg. Turner retreats, dragging his hostage toward the stable where his horse is kept. The remaining Raiders scatter, some fleeing, some standing their ground to cover Turner. Clem and Hawk pursue Turner through the narrow alleyways and shanties of Red Creek. Doc Mercer, seeing Turner wounded, decides to stay back and buy him some time, setting up a brutal one-on-one showdown with Clem. She bests him in a tense, close-quarters fight, but chooses not to kill him, telling him to leave this life if he wants to live. Turner reaches the stables, but Hawk is right behind him. They exchange words. Turner mocks Hawk for his outdated sense of justice. Hawk replies that justice never goes out of style. Another shootout ensues. Turner is desperate and cornered, with nothing to lose. Billy, still watching from the roof, spots a sniper, one of Turner's men, taking aim at Hawk. He yells a warning and fires his slingshot, knocking the sniper off balance and saving Hawk's life. With the tables turned, Turner realizes his time is up. In a final, desperate charge, he rushes at Hawk, but Clem appears from the side, and she and Hawk simultaneously shoot him down. Turner collapses, his reign of terror at an end. Epilogue. With Turner dead and the raiders either captured or fleeing, Red Creek breathes a sigh of relief. Clem thanks Hawk for his help, but makes it clear she'll keep hunting down outlaws in her own way. They part on respectful terms, a mutual understanding forged in blood and gunpowder. Billy the Kid Sanchez is hailed as a hero by the townsfolk, much to his delight. Hawk, feeling a sense of pride, takes Billy under his wing, offering to train him as a deputy in the coming years. The story ends with Hawk walking down the dusty street of Red Creek, tipping his hat to the people who are finally free from the Raiders' shadow. He knows there will always be another fight, but for now, justice has prevailed.